Madonna's also in the news. And Madonna's in the news, not for, well, it is going to be for her singing, but also because she had a biopic that was supposed to be coming out very soon. And Julia Garner from Ozark was in it. Yeah, she was supposed to play Madonna. Can you imagine? You're lined up to play Madonna. Madonna's going to direct. She was co-writing the whole thing. It was supposed to all be moving forward for Universal Pictures. Insane this was all happening. And then, of course, Elvis has been in the news, so you'd think this would make sense. We just talked about Michael Jackson's biopic is coming as well. So it makes sense that this would be happening too. Madonna worked on the script with multiple different people. She's co-writing it. She worked with another artist, and then I'm trying to, I don't know, I guess our things are going a little crazy. She's working with Aaron Wilson on this script, and it didn't work out because now Madonna's like, I'd rather go on world tour as opposed to actually releasing this and directing this movie and creating this movie. But you would think someone like Madonna, who's a pop icon, like honestly, I would say Britney Spears is like the next Madonna in a way. I don't know if her career will continue for as long as Madonna has or be as influential. But I still say after Madonna, who else is the next big female pop star? Is kind of Britney Spears. I'm throwing it out there. Yeah. Okay, you got me there. Lady Gaga is pretty huge. But, you know, and I think she falls in that same area. But a biopic about Madonna, I'm surprised that she's not making this happen, and there's not more people fighting for this, for her to be like, hey, Madonna, just bring this out. This is going to be huge. And being in this cast as this role, being cast as Madonna, have it taken away from you, I can't even imagine what's that like. She must be heartbroken by it. It's such a big opportunity. Sabrina, you hear about this. Do you think this is a good thing that Madonna's stepping away and not making this right now? Or do you think this is a problem and she should have actually moved forward and made this movie?
I mean, I think anyone who's making their own biopic is like probably going to skew it in whatever way they want to. And it's not going to be really a biopic. It's going to be a, embellished story about what they want you to see of them. Like I don't really see it. I feel like it's going to be more fiction than fact. You know what I mean? If you have a hand in portraying yourself, you're going to paint yourself in a better light. I think the real news here is that Madonna has directed 2 films before. Like, are you kidding me? 2 films? Mm-hmm. I mean, they were crap, obviously, but
one with David Harbour in it.
For her to be co-writing, but it was even he said it was terrible.
But he was excited to be directed by Madonna, though. He was super excited.
Who wouldn't be? I guess But for her to be co-writing, directing, and controlling the content, I really think I think everyone is better off for her going off on tour instead of doing this project right now, honestly.
Okay, well, that's one side. Rachel, what do you think? Do you think this is good that she stopped making this biopic to focus on her musical career? And also, I'm going to go with you. You're right. Lady Gaga is a bigger star than Britney Spears, especially because she is venturing more into TV and film and also recording at the same time, which is what Madonna did too, kind of set the path for that. What do you think about Madonna right now? Do you think this is a good path for her to take to give up on the movie for now, or do you think she's going to regret it?
I've got kind of mixed feelings about it because I do agree. Like, no one should make their own biopic. Like, obviously, you're going to end up editing it to make yourself look just amazing and cut out all the shitty things you did. But biopics these days are kind of that way anyway. Did Elvis really dive into how shitty Elvis behaved?
Yeah.
But also, my other kind of feeling on it is who knows your story better than you? So I do think her having a heavy hand in it would be good, but maybe not necessarily being completely in creative control over it.
Yeah, I think she has to have some kind of say in it, especially because she's still alive. Most of the time, these biopics come out after the people have passed away. And then, there's no person that's there to be like, no, this isn't true. We had a comment out there, which I'll agree upon. One of the best biopics is the Weird Al movie. I'm just saying it was awesome. And Madonna was great in that too. Madonna was amazing in that, played by Evan Rachel Wood. I thought she did phenomenal. It was a lot of fun. Of course, it's a parody of the biopic. If anybody saw the Weird Al one, Weird with Daniel Radcliffe. Of course, Madonna and Weird Al didn't have.
Very on
I know
brand.
It very much is, but of course they didn't have this love affair where they're having sex all over Weird Al's mansion. That didn't happen, and they didn't join some cartel. But it's fun if you watch the movie, and it might pique your interest on that. But yeah, I mean, I think that she should have her hand in it, which is good because she's still alive. But the idea of her being involved that much, maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe this whole thing is for the better that she stepped aside, that people can actually take over. Maybe the same people did like that's doing the Michael Jackson one will do that next, and they'll step in and help because they did such a great job with the Freddie Mercury story, with the Queen story. So maybe that'll be the thing where they'll kind of progress in there, But then again, maybe it just needs fresh eyes and she can just take a little back burner and be involved in a way, but not be in complete control. But we'll see what happens with this. Honestly, I think that she will be involved eventually. What do you think, right, Sabrina? She'll eventually get involved, right? Don't you think she'll eventually want her story told?
Lately, I feel like she's
or
been
is Weird Al a good enough story for her?
I think it's definitely going to be more entertaining. I feel like she's been handing us a cup of crazy lately. So I'm glad she's backing off and doing what she knows, which is going on tour. Honestly.
What are you talking about, Rachel? Did you see there was a time not too long ago where she was releasing herself on fire? Madonna was on fire, and
promoting sex toys.
That seems really
toys.
On brand for Madonna.
On brand, yeah.
If you saw her like her sex book in the 90s with all of her self-published nudes before Instagram was a thing.
It's too funny though.
Sabrina's right. She's just gone off her rocker lately. She is not taken the graceful way into the diva route like Cher has. Mm-hmm. She should have looked at Cher, watched the master class that is Cher, and gone that way. But she's trying to compete with these young artists, and she just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, she's not in that same category anymore. Yeah, it's sad. It's an unfortunate thing that happens. It's what happens with life. She's older now, and you change. It changes. Your voice changes, your category changes, your music changes. So, I mean, it's unfortunate. She's still trying to stay relevant, which she is. She's still Madonna. She'll always be Madonna.
She's never going to not sell out stadiums. Like, she'll sell out Madison Square Garden. She'll sell out, anywhere. Like, people will pay to see her until the day she dies. But everything on the other side of that is she, like exactly what you said, Rachel. She is trying to compete, with the young people as opposed to aging gracefully. And that's a perfect example in Cher. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and maybe it's just like, for her, it's just a way of staying relevant. Maybe she was doing the movie or started working the movie and just made her miss the stage. And so she just wanted to get back on tour. Maybe after she's done with tour. Nuts. Maybe. That's a very valid point. She could be nuts.